Yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It is spring break time, baby. Time to go have some fun.
I don't know if I'm ready for spring break.
I think we're a little old for spring break.
March at Universal Orlando is packed. It's full of food, fun, and crowds.
Lots and lots of crowds.
So if you are planning to visit Universal Orlando in the month of March, you want to be ready. And this video is a great place to start.
First things first. I love how we always open with that one. Let's talk park hours. Because if you're going to the parks, you're gonna need to know, what time should I show up?
And this month's park hours are actually fairly simple compared to the last few that we've been dealing with.
Again, it's spring break time. We gotta open up those parks, let people in. The crowds are a-comin'.
If you are visiting Universal Studios in the month of March, the general park hours are from 10 a.m. until 9 p.m. with some notable exceptions. On March 3rd, Universal Studios will be open from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. On March 6th, it will be open from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. March 10th, it will be open from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. March 20th, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. And on March 23rd, Universal Studios will be open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m.
We'll get into this a little bit later, but one of the reasons you'll see the change of hours is because we have that Mardi Gras season still going on, and there are some concerts to be had. Moving over to Islands of Adventure, the hours over there are a little bit more flexible this month.
They always are.
Flexible is the name of the game at Islands of Adventure.
That's why I always give them to you.
It's an adventure. The typical hours at Islands of Adventure are gonna run from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Except for a few days.
Always some exceptions.
March 2nd, it'll be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. March 4th, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. March 6th, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. March 7th, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. March 30th, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. And March 31st, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Couple later nights.
Couple later nights, yeah. Enjoying a little bit later. I know we do have daylight savings time, so hopefully it still gets dark by that time. So it'll be interesting to see with daylight savings and what it looks like at the parks during those times. Over at Volcano Bay, we have what we like to refer to as pre-summer.
The summer before
summer. The summer before summer, and which is exciting because Volcano Bay is open all month long in the month of March.
That's a win. That's a win, because like January, February, we were a little spotty.
Yep, a little spotty.
A little spotty, but now, because of what's gonna be happening, they've got to open up that park.
On March 1st through March 8th, Volcano Bay will be open from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. And from March 9th through March 31st, Volcano Bay will be open from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Do you know what that tells me?
No.
Starting March 9th throughout the remainder of the month, Volcano Bay is going to be a little bit more hectic.
A little busier. We'll get to weather here in a bit, but like I said, pre-summer, it's starting to get nice around here.
Does that make fall post-summer, so like the summer after summer?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, it's still hot, it's still humid, it still rains, but it's just
in Florida,
a little
fun fact, you've got pre-summer, summer, post-summer,
summer.
And then
like 2 weeks of winter.
A taste of winter.
I mean, it did get cold. Our banana trees are pretty well dead in the back.
And finally, the hardest one to memorize is Epic Universe.
Oh man.
Hold steady here.
Hold steady, peeps.
Because Epic Universe typically will be open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Except
oh boy,
for March 29th, 30th, and 31st, where it will be open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Whoa, shifting back a little bit.
Getting more time
back to the 10 p.m. I'm about it. I love Epic Universe at night. Now with daylight savings time, it'll be, again, interesting to see how things change because that park is amazing at night. So because it is still Mardi Gras season, and that means concerts, as well as we are, again, transitioning to that pre-summer time, there are a few more blackout dates for those seasonal and power pass holders. And you're gonna wanna pay attention because these are where we saved a little bit of complication on the park hour side. We increased some complication on the blackout dates.
For your seasonal pass holders, because it is Mardi Gras season and there are still concerts, if you're planning on going to studios on a concert night, cut it out.
No go.
Go to Islands, plan a day at Epic, maybe hit up Volcano Bay. Let's dive into your blackout dates so you can plan accordingly as a seasonal pass holder.
Seasonal pass holders are blacked out from Universal Studios on March 7th. They are also blocked out of Universal Studios on March 13th, 14th, and 15th. From March 16th through the 22nd, seasonal pass holders are blocked out of Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, and Volcano Bay. On March 28th, seasonal pass holders are just blocked out of Universal Studios. And on March 30th and March 31st, seasonal pass holders are blocked out of all 3 parks: Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, and Volcano Bay. Wow, that was a lot.
For the days where you're just blocked out of studios, those are concert nights.
Yeah.
On the span of days where you're blocked out of Island Studios and Volcano Bay, take note if you're not a seasonal pass holder, those are gonna be some busier days.
If you are a Power Pass holder, this one does get a little bit easier, but you are blocked out of Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure on March 30th and 31st. Again, it's gonna be busy. Not sure you wanna be there anyway, fighting those crowds.
Also, if you're a seasonal or Power Pass holder and you're planning on coming through the end of March into April, look forward onto that calendar.
Yeah, look
'cause there's
forward
a couple
into
more
April.
dates
Absolutely.
into April as well.
That is a great tip. Just
so you know.
we're covering March, it does go into April. And so plan accordingly if you're a seasonal or Power Pass holder.
That covers some of the most complicated stuff. We can jump into some easier things now.
I'm ready.
Like ride closures.
Pretty simple. This month we have some prolonged closures that remain at Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. Jurassic Park River Adventure is closed and will remain closed for the foreseeable future.
That makes it sound so bad. It's not that bad.
It is the
They're
foreseeable
fixing things
future.
up.
It's until November. It is the foreseeable future.
We will report on this every month until it opens back up.
As well as over at Universal Studios, Finnegan's remains closed until the foreseeable future.
Also, we will report on this until it opens back up. You'll hear about it every month until November and winter of 2026.
Basically post-summer 2026.
Once we get into October, we'll be jazzed.
It'll be HHN
We'll be like,
season.
oh,
Yeah.
something's coming.
Yep. Other than that, you will have the kind of impromptu closures that inevitably will happen. Things will break,
Yeah,
things will go
nothing's
down.
currently
but
scheduled. You
no
know?
scheduled closures at Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, or Epic Universe to report on currently. Now for you spring breakers
Woo!
that want to get a jump on the day, early park admission is key this month. Key.
Is it just me, or would I expect spring breakers to hit EPA hard once or twice and then be like, I need to sleep. I've been up all day.
If I was a spring breaker, burn it down, right? Late night, up for EPA, go back, take a nap, burn it down, wake up, EPA, take a nap, go back midday. I know that's a schedule that we normally keep anyway if we're staying on site, but emphasized during spring break.
There's a parent watching this right now going, dear God, please don't tell my kids that.
Yeah.
I want to relax on this vacation.
But we also understand if you're coming down for a vacation that you want to max your time.
Get your money's
Yeah,
worth.
get your money's worth. You want to maximize your time. Early park admission is over at Islands of Adventure all month long, and that will open up 1 hour prior to general park admission.
Over at Volcano Bay, EPA is currently 30 minutes prior to general park admission if you're looking to start your day with a little water park action.
And over at Epic Universe, it will also open up 1 hour prior to general park admission. Early park admission is a wonderful time to get a jump start on your day with those very important attractions across Islands of Adventure, Epic Universe, and even Volcano Bay.
If you haven't seen our EPA video, check it out after this because you can get so much done in that extra hour before general park admission gets in there.
Now let's talk about the real headliners of March, Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras!
Mardi Gras, feet don't fail me now.
We're halfway through the Mardi Gras season.
It's crazy that we're already
It's
talking.
flying by.
Mardi Gras is flying, and it will be happening all month long over at Universal Studios.
And I think you've only had maybe 2 packs of beignets so far.
Yeah,
maybe
not enough.
3.
Not
Not
enough.
nearly enough beignet action.
But during the month of March, during the Mardi Gras season, you can expect a nightly parade, concerts on select nights, and some amazing international flavors of Carnival.
Very serious topic.
Very serious topic.
What is your #1 savory food at Mardi Gras this
Savory
season?
food, pinchos from the Puerto Rico booth.
What is your #1 sweet food at Mardi Gras this season?
Kaiserschmarrn from Austria. I'm ready. Don't test me on my Mardi Gras food.
Proud that you knew how to say
Kaiserschmarrn.
that. Schmarn.
That is. That's how you say it.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Nice.
What about you?
#1 savory food?
Mhm.
Pinchos.
Pinchos.
Double on the pinchos.
Yep.
#1 sweet food? You know what? I'm just gonna keep going back for that king cake.
King cake's a solid.
I housed
option.
most of it. But also, the passion fruit mousse was a sleeper.
Yeah.
Over
See,
in Brazil.
my runner-up is going to be those flautas from Mexico. Yum.
That's not sweet.
Yeah, I'm going savory.
Oh, okay. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the Mardi Gras concerts that you can expect in March, because I know a lot of people are making their way down to Florida to see these because there's a great lineup this month.
I know very few of these, so I'm going to let you handle this.
On March 9th, we have Ziggy Marley. On March 13th, Tyler Hubbard. On March 14th, BB Rexa. March 15th, Zed. Very excited.
Very excited for
Very
Zed.
excited. March 21st, Bare Naked Ladies. Do you know a Bare Naked Ladies song?
Nope. I'm sure I heard one.
You've heard Chicken to China, the Chinese chicken?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then March 28th, All American Rejects, which also very excited for.
Do you understand that these concerts are always subject to change due to scheduling conflicts? People get sick. So if something changes, we will let you know, and who the fill-in if any of these concert lineups change.
Are you excited about any of these concerts?
Oh, Zed. I am excited for Zed because Zed came 2
Last
years
year?
ago?
2 years
2 years ago? And it was bumping.
Yeah.
Bumping.
It looked like a good time. It looked like a really good time.
I'm excited for. What about you? Is there anyone that's like stands out to you?
I think Zed would be fun.
Yeah,
honestly.
Zed's gonna be
Very fun.
very busy on that Zed concert night.
If you're going to Mardi Gras, let us know. We'll be around throughout the month of March, and we'd love to see you there, and Ben will share a bag of beignets with you.
Absolutely. There is an additional very special event happening in March.
And if you didn't buy your tickets, you're too late.
I was gonna say, and unfortunately, unless you know, you currently can't buy any more tickets.
But you can prepare for the next event.
The March Orlando Informer Meetup is happening March 6th and 7th. It is a great time to enjoy exceptionally low crowds. Almost every ride is going to be a walk-on, some food that is included in your ticket, and really just a great way to ring in the Mardi Gras season.
For those of you who are unaware of Orlando Informer meetups, they are an after-hours, separately ticketed event that take place at Studios and Islands, and they're fantastic.
Awesome.
We have a few videos of us eating all the food, enjoying the meetup, and having a great time. Right now, we don't currently have tickets to this sold-out event, so unfortunately, for all of our friends that will be there on the 6th and the 7th, we love you, and hopefully we'll see you at the next one. But if you want to learn more about the OI meetup, check out our videos after this. Watch one of them, tell us what you think. If you plan on going to them and eating all the food, we'd love to know.
And if the Mardi Gras food, or if you attended the Orlando Informer Meetup, wasn't enough food for you, we also have the ever exciting butterbeer season.
You can eat as much Mardi Gras food as you want, and a cold butterbeer will always fill in the cracks.
Butterbeer season will be running from March 1st through May, and this is a great time if you are a Wizarding World fanatic to enjoy a hot, cold, frozen, fudge, soft serve, hard pack, butterbeer cream puff, butterbeer lolly, just all the butterbeer while you're looking at Hogwarts and enjoying the Wizarding World.
Butterbeer season's pretty fun, great time to stock up on merch, and I'm very excited to see if they roll out any new food items or any new butterbeer merch in specific, because you can't get enough merch when it comes to Wizarding World, can you? What's your favorite butterbeer item?
My favorite butterbeer item in the whole wide world is that butterbeer cream puff.
Ooh, that was what I was gonna say.
So good.
I figured you'd
So
go with
good.
soft serve.
So good.
Yeah, I could go for a cream puff.
Put a little butterbeer soft serve on that cream puff. Girl.
One of these days we'll go to Diagon.
Girl.
I'll go into the Leaky Cauldron. You go to Florian's, and then we'll meet up and enjoy the entirety of it together.
But if you are visiting Universal Orlando in the month of March, this is what you came for. Crowds.
Dun, dun.
It is going to be spring break starting in the middle of March, running through the beginning of April, and those crowds are going to be crazy.
Ben and I made the curious mistake of going to Universal during spring break a year or two ago, after traveling all the way down when we did not live in the state of Florida. And boy, were we in for a surprise with how busy these parks really get during the spring break season.
So Florida schools are on spring break March 16th through 20th. And then the rest of the country is on spring break kind of sporadically during that same time, running through the beginning of April.
To just give you an idea of how busy the parks are, Ben did a little research, because one of the good ways, aside from checking the Orlando Informer crowd calendar, one of the good ways to know how busy the park will be is looking at how much does an express pass cost. And these are the prices that he pulled.
At the end of March, a 2-park unlimited express pass is up to $365 per person per day. If you want Express Pass, because those crowds are going to be heavy, this is one of those times that I would highly recommend looking at Portofino Bay, Hard Rock, or Royal Pacific. Those prices are going to still be insane, like probably pushing $1,000 a night on some nights.
But if you pack people in that room,
might be worth it.
All the beds filled up, and then maybe a pull-out couch, like
still might be worth it.
Still are probably gonna save some dollars compared to buying Express Pass during that time of the month.
I will say though, weather during the month of March, incredible.
Beautiful.
Pre-summer. Pre-summer, like you can expect some blue skies, some not as cold mornings for sure, but definitely a little cooler mornings.
Light jacket kind of
light
mornings.
jacket, but this week is going to be 85 and sunny. And so we are pushing some record highs already, and it's only the end of February.
Worth checking your weather app before you come on down, just so you make sure you pack accordingly, have some layers to be able to wear, and don't forget your sunscreen and possibly an umbrella, just in case that pre-summer rain decides to roll in.
I was going to say, it is pre-summer, and so rain will be happening a little more frequently here down in the Central Florida area, so be prepared. You don't want to get caught in the rain and have to spend $50 on a Harry Potter poncho.
Or you do.
Or you do, honestly. That's also true.
Oh darn, I forgot my umbrella.
So that is everything that you need to know to be successful in your Universal Orlando endeavors in the month of March.
Man, those crowds are gonna be crazy. I cannot wait to see it.
It's gonna make some good content when we get down there in the end of March. But we hope you got something out of this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Universal Orlando updates. And we hope to see you at the parks during that busy spring break time.
Thanks for watching. Prepare yourself for spring break. Bye.
Bye.